Hey guys, Titan12 here with a video about Overlord. It has been ages since I made an Overlord video. When the anime ended, I just felt really down. I read the light novels and whatnot online, but I really kind of just didn't want to make any more Overlord content. Kind of was sad to where I wasn't going to see any more anime episodes. But I'm in a Facebook group about Overlord. I'm in a couple of them. Side note, go search those out on Facebook if you want to talk Overlord and you have anybody to talk to. But the group I'm in, a new person, he came up with a question saying, hey, who's your favorite character? Of course, everybody will go with Ainz, but I'm thinking outside of Ainz, I have two. Sebas, who is one of the coolest dudes ever. He's very kind, he's genuine, he wants to help out others, he wants to do the right thing, and he's very respectful, helping out people like Climb over time. But if he's got to be a savage, he's going to be a savage. He's loyal to Ainz, of course, but he'll do whatever he can to help out others because he's just a noble type person, which I love him for that. So he's, as far as the anime is concerned, he's my favorite character. There is a character, however, who is not featured in anime yet, Neia. She is my probably top character at the moment that I can think of in my head because literally I don't have taken any notes. I'm just doing this off the top of my head, guys. After I read that question, I got on, hooked up my microphone, and decided to record this video. Neia, she's, I would say, is probably my favorite. Now, for if you're anime only, you have no idea who that is. You will know. I believe there's going to be a movie. The anime skipped two chapters. I'm sorry, two light novels that was talking about the Holy Kingdom arc. You may have seen YouTube videos talking about that. I'm going to do my best to not spoil everything that happens in there, but just to give you a heads up, there will be some things in there that may be possible spoilers, but I'm going to try to be as vague as possible because after reading it, I would hate to have you spoiled by a YouTube video about all the great things that you're going to read. So I'll do my best, but I make no promises because, again, I'm doing this off the top of my head. So if I say something that you may not want to hear, my bad, but I will try my best not to. So, Neia, she is a part of the Holy Kingdom, and that whole arc, if you watch the anime, there was a part that kind of didn't make sense where they were talking about, that trash guy, Philip, how he went and stole the grain and whatnot that was going to go aid a particular kingdom. In the anime, they said the wrong kingdom. It was supposed to be the Holy Kingdom is what they were referring to, but that wouldn't make any sense in anime, so they had to change it because the Holy Kingdom has not been introduced at all in the anime. So, to kind of sum it up without spoiling, the Holy Kingdom, currently they're under siege by a huge army. You can kind of guess at who's behind that army. And they need help, they need assistance, and one of the people that's within that kingdom is Neia. She has a bow, she's an archer, and she has these dark rings around her eyes to make her look evil, but really she's a nice person, but everybody kind of avoids her because she doesn't look that much appealing to the eyes. I think she looks beautiful, but people really don't rock with her at all. There's one particular character, Remedius. I can't remember her name, but she is hot garbage. Read for yourself how trash this person is, but pretty much, how in some shows they got your boss who is really a jerk and they're evil to you and they're pretty much just treat you like you don't know what you're talking about. That happens to Neia all the time. It's just at one point when I was reading it, I was like, man, I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this girl. Leave Neia alone. But Neia still chugs on. She still tries to do her best. Then she gets introduced to Ainz. And you know how Ainz, you know the swag of Ainz. He talks to her, gives her a bow from his collection. To him, the bow doesn't mean anything, but to her, it's the greatest thing she's ever seen. She pretty much is like love struck, just like all the other girls within Overlord. She, even though he's a dead, she doesn't care. She just thinks he's a great guy coming to help save the Holy Kingdom. So in her eyes, that is what's happening. There's of course more to that story, but again, don't want to really spoil everything. But anyway, she goes on and she goes from being a weak character that couldn't do a lot to just a beast. She's going and fighting in various battles with these demons, and she's going more and more to where at one point she actually this is the pretty big spoiler. She goes down for the count. You say, let's say she kind of loses herself, but Ainz saves her, and her stats, because she it's kind of like a reset in the game. Her stats kind of reset to where now she's even stronger than ever, and she's able to do a lot more things. There's also a section of her story where she actually teams up with Shizu, who's one of the battle maids. That in itself, when I read that, that could have been a movie by itself. They went on a big old mission to save a particular prince, I believe. And I'm going off the top here, guys. But they went on this whole mission, and as I'm reading it, I was like, man, this can be a movie by itself. So the whole Kingdom Hearts will be a movie, but that in itself can be its own movie. She goes again from being just a weak person, constantly getting trashed on, to leading armies. She's a big deal in the light novels at this point, to where like she's not anybody to be reckoned with. In the anime, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, when they looked at the different people that signed off on the treaty to go to war with the kingdom, to go to war, I believe she signed that. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments or whatnot, but I think she was the person to sign that, even though she's not a leader of the Holy Kingdom technically, but because she's so powerful in that area now after the war, she was signing on for them to go to war and pretty much wreak havoc on the Riosai's kingdom and pretty much demolish it. She was a part of that treaty because of Philip doing that trash stuff, and Ainz decided to go to the Sorcerer Kingdom, and Ainz decided to go to war over that, and she's one of the different kingdoms that signed on to say, hey, it's okay for you guys to go to war. So it's crazy. She's amazing. She's a really, really cool character because she's noble. She's not a bad person at all in any way. She wants to do the right thing, and she wants to not only do the right thing, but she wants to help others become better. She doesn't want to just be better herself. Yes, she gets stronger. Yes, she gets more powerful, because the demons at one point got shook when they see her coming through. Like, hey, we got to take her down because she's kind of doing too much. But she encourages the people around her to be invigorated, to be stronger, to be powerful, to fight, and to not just lay over and let these demons just destroy everything. So her character is really, really phenomenal. I love it. I hope this made sense. I'm just kind of rambling, guys. Again, I did this. I don't have a single note in front of me. I'm just going off of what I remember from like a couple of months back. So anyway, guys, take care. Follow me. Deuces.